how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that?
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no... They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Bridgewater to throw it. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. To throw, Bridgewater. This is screen to Abdullah. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account.
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Macklin, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
throw on second down is Love. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake, and it's Love. And his throw is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off of play action, Luck. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Rodgers. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Again, Luck. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Love. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
On 3rd down, that's Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They start the drive with Abdullah, and they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, Bridgewater. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Terrell Basham, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the Jets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. A handoff to Abdullah. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Abdullah lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Locke. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Avery Williamson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They pitch to Abdullah. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and 2, Luck. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Willie Henry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. After the interception, it's Luck going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Willie Henry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. They'll fake it. Now Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leonard Williams in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys want a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Delta.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.